My name is Wandile Anele Rusi, born in South Africa, Eastern Cape, Qonce, formerly known as King Williamstown. Um, I grew up in different areas around that province. Um, what am I? I am an ancient spirit, a very gentle spirit. I'm a warrior of light, a student of humanity and spirituality. I'm a being who tries to accept and love all the bad parts of self while trying to improve and share the light and the good parts. Basically, seeking better versions of self. What do I do? Um, okay. They say our brains are divided into two. There's a technical side and there's a creative side of the brain. And science claims that most people are only aligned to one side of the brain. So I guess I'm one of the fortunate ones to be allowed by the universe to tap into both sides of the brain. So I have a technical job, which is on the engineering field. I'm also an artist. So let's talk about the art. This is about the art. Within the art industry, I'm a playwright, theater scripts. I am a published author. I write short stories as well. I'm a recording and performing poet and a TV actor. So that's what I do. And since we are also sharing tips for young artists, I think it is important for one to not limit themselves. Um, if you want to develop your own chosen field within the arts, you must also have a bit of knowledge about the other fields, explore. So, for instance, if you are a writer, a playwright, spend some time attending acting workshops, so you can understand how actors prepare for productions, how actors read scripts, how they analyze the script and break it down. The same as an actor, you must spend some time attending writing workshops so you can get it from the writer's point of view. Um, where are we going? Okay. Another tip, take all your chances. As an actor, young actor, because there's a lot of us out there, actors looking for opportunities. Okay, we are going to these auditions, we stand in these long queues. I think it's important for you to always rehearse, always practice, stay on ready mode. Okay, I mean monologues are everywhere, man, on the internet. Print some monologues, rehearse them, um, so that you don't only start preparing when you have a production, when you are casted in a production, or when you start preparing for an audition, when you get that script. Usually we get scripts of audition the day before. You only have the night to prepare. But if you are someone who's used to rehearsals, who's used to tapping into different characteristics, it will be easy for you to just go through a script overnight and go to that audition in the morning. The same applies for writers. As a writer, whether it's poetry or short stories, you should have a stack of your material somewhere at home, just sitting there ready, poems ready to be performed, poems ready to be recorded, scripts ready to be submitted somewhere, stuff like that. You should be ready. Stay on ready mode. Where and when it all started? It's all started in 2002. I lost my brother. I lost my brother in 2001, December 2001. I lost my older brother. Me and him were like this. So when he died, I went crazy. I lost part of me. So from early 2002, I was and I was trying to heal. I used writing to heal. I used writing to cope, to breathe forward. Obviously, there were other forms, your counseling, therapists, church, spiritual leaders, and all kinds of methods. But writing was at the top of the list of the tools I was using to heal. So basically, I was writing letters to my dead brother, poems to my dead brother. Yeah, I was not in a good space. Then the following year, I went to CPUT, Cape Town. That's when I started my varsity studies. Registered as a student for electrical engineering. But while I was there, first week, orientation week, I was recruited into drama. I've always been interested, but it's not something I've done with a purpose. The writing and the acting, it was just, stuff somewhere in the township or somewhere at school, but I was never serious about it. But then when I got to Pentec, I joined the student drama society. And we had professional directors and producers that were hired by the institution to help us as the students doing drama, so that we can prepare and produce professional student productions. Okay, we were all doing this as an extramural activity. Everyone was registered for different courses. They don't offer drama or performance art at CPUT, but they provided resources for students like me who were doing art as an extramural activity. So that's where it started, man. I think in the first year, I then shared the material I had in that book. The book I was using writing on to heal. I shared the material with some of the directors we had there, and they were like, dude, let's take some of that material, edit it a bit, and see what could come out. So that's how I started writing short stories. That's how I started writing poetry. But let me note this. The material I was writing back then was very dark. It was heavy, it was painful, it was about death. Poetry about death, about pain, even the short stories. So, but as time went by, I have learned and I have grown as an artist. So I've tried to convert my messages from being hurt and death, darkness, and all of that to inspiration, motivation, humanity, unity, that kind of vibe. So I think as a young artist, everyone, there's a reason or an event or an experience that lead us to do what we do, whether it's acting or writing. But I think we should not stick there only. Yeah, you started because of this, but explore. Again, I'm always going to push the message to explore, man. Don't write about the same topics all the time. If you're an actor, you can't be acting the same role in different productions all the time. How are you going to grow? So challenge yourself. Choose a different topic that is unfamiliar to you. Research, write about it. The same with acting. Choose a different role that seems intimidating to you. Research, try it out. That's how you grow your craft. So basically about me, since I was at CPUT as a engineering student, and in the afternoons we are in rehearsals, I was doing that throughout my time at CPUT. And at the end of my time at CPUT, I was the chairperson of the Student Drama Society, the founding member of the Student Poetry Society. The institution was there for us. They took us to many festivals, including the National Arts Festival in Grahamstown and other student festivals around the country. That helped. So I've been keeping that balance personally, for me, I am this artist that I am, but I have this gig, you know, because I went to school for engineering, and can't ignore that. On that point, when we talk about sacrifices I have done, I know, you know, we are artists and there are institutions that are supposed to be funding us, but we all know what these people are doing. They are messing with us. Funding is scarce because of corruption. So one of the main sacrifices I've been doing is to save money and fund my own art projects, all of them. In 2013, I collected most of my poems, found a producer, went into studio, and we recorded my first poetry project, Words of War. 2018, did the same thing, same producer down in Cape Town. These projects are available online on all your digital stores. And then I've been writing a lot. So a couple of scripts have won, a couple of competitions, which was great investment, you know. So the sacrifices I've done, I have gained most of that cash through winning these competitions, writing competitions, and of course sales. This is my recent project. This book is about my life, man. Everything, half of it is poetry, half of it is short stories, dedications to family members, dedications to people that have passed on, funny youth stories, and all of that. All of my life is here. Proud of this. Let's talk about taking your chances. As young people, take your chances. Two experiences I want to share. When I first went for TV auditions, it was down in Cape Town at Artscape for that program that was called Class Act Season 2. I was working at Vodacom in Belleville when I heard about that program, and I Googled it and I found out that, okay, you can write your own monologue and then you go and audition with your own monologue, and I did that. I wrote my own monologue because I'm a writer, and I rehearsed because I'm an actor. And then I went there on my own. I remember taking that train from Belleville to Cape Town. And, you know, I got that golden ticket, came to Johannesburg for the whole week of workshops and more auditions. But I was cut on the round after that. But the experience, man, the experience is what pushed me to still do what I do now, especially in terms of TV. And that was like more than 10 years ago. So take your chances. Don't wait for organizations or don't wait for your group. Also on your own, do what you need to do. The same with this published theater script, published by Junkets down in Cape Town, produced by Artscape. When I heard of this, I was again somewhere at work, and I heard of this that Artscape is accepting scripts by known and unknown writers. Then, going back to what I said, you must always have material ready. So I just picked up a script that I had there, went through it, edited a bit, submitted to Artscape. A month or two later, Artscape get back to me and say, yo, we like what you have here. Let's work on it. Make sure it's ready for the main stage. And throughout that process, I was mentored by the Honorable Fatima Dike. Yo, that experience, man. You should see the people the cast that was on this production. This production was on stage at Artscape for 2 weeks, and then it went down to the National Arts for another week. So all I'm saying is take your chances, okay? Explore your craft. Obviously, respect your craft. Respect yourself. Don't get on stage drunk or high. But always take your chances. Don't be afraid to explore. That's how we grow. If you have more questions, you want to discuss plans, projects, ideas, or you just want to ask me something, let's connect on social media. On Facebook, it's Wandile Anele Rusi. Rusi, it's Rusi. On Twitter and Insta, it's @Rusi. @Rusi. I am more active on Facebook. So drop me a message on Messenger. Let's talk. Otherwise, all the best. Take care. Believe in yourself. God bless.